Hello, welcome to, what is this? D&D Art Fun Time? Sure. I told Max I don't know if that's an accurate title for tonight's art, but I mean, we'll see. We're gonna be working on a logo tonight. So it's a little something different than what we usually do. But it should be fun and probably a short stream. We'll see. We'll see how into it I am, but it's been a long day. Also, can you all hear me twice? Why do I hear me twice? Let's see, I think it sounds fine on your all's end. I think it's just my end. Let's just check our settings real quick. Okay, let's see. So, what we're going to be doing is, I have this logo for Tome of Knowledge, but I made it really fast, if you can't tell, and it doesn't work very well for many formats. Basically, if it only works below the Casters and Cantrips logo, so if we want to use it on its own, it looks pretty bad. And it wouldn't look good on like merch or anything like that. So we're gonna like try to come up with some ideas tonight. I don't know if we'll finish it for what the new logo could look like. And then what we'll do is once I come up with a new logo, I'll see if I can incorporate a version of it back into this original one for consistency's sake. So let's just put that over here and we're just gonna sketch out some ideas. Whenever I do logos, I like to try and change this background. It's like very white and it's giving me a migraine just thinking about it. Let's see, it's better. Okay. I like to just sketch out some doodles of ideas to kind of see what I'm feeling before I like get into any of the heavy work. So we're just gonna sketch some ideas out. Hi Chiba, is that this emote? Is that? That's so funny. How are you doing tonight, Chiba? Let's see if I can no longer hear myself twice. There we go. I fixed it a little bit. I feel like it's picking up on my slight vocal fry extra hard tonight and it's driving me insane. I don't think we'll go super long anyways, Chiba. I'm exhausted. Today was our first full day back in the office. And I'm like really tired. Okay, that's not how a book looks. What's wrong with my brain right now? Something like that. Yeah, I've been back in the office a little bit, but this was the first like full day back and I just feel exhausted. I'm also scared that I got COVID. I don't think I did. I just get paranoid. Because I was traveling this past weekend. So I'm just kind of like worn out and run down. Okay, I feel like if you're talking about a tome and we're thinking about a large D&D tome, right? I want the binding to be prominent. The pages are almost like less important than big thick binding. Making something like this. And then we can do Tome of Knowledge or put the O between the two. I think that might be good. Let's just keep playing with ideas. The other thing I was thinking is we could do like a closed book like this, but I don't think I like that as much. What? That's awesome, Chiba. Do you know what you're gonna play yet? It's so exciting. I still haven't played Pathfinder, but I know it's fairly similar. How are you doing? The character sheets are way more complicated and it's slightly overwhelming. Well, I'm sure you're gonna make an awesome character, Chiba. You always do. Just real sleepy. Me too, Village. I was just saying, I don't know how long this stream is gonna go because I feel really tired, but we'll see if we can make it at least an hour. I'm not gonna stress over it. I'd like to do 2, but I'm just gonna do the best I can, you know? Oops. Let's just do this real quick. Work smarter, not harder. Flavor a summoner as a goblin that won a dragon egg in a card game and now it's like a sitcom. What do you mean it's like a sitcom? That sounds pretty funny, actually. I like that idea. Plus, it's kind of fun because it's almost like you get to control 2 characters, right? Oops. See how this would look if we were to add like the logo to it. So I'm gonna grab my text, duplicate it. I'm gonna make it be black for this right now. Yeah, I want to play the witch. I was actually supposed to play one in a game and then I got appendicitis. So, you know, my friend made me a witch character to play. I didn't make it. They made it for me and I was gonna play her, but yeah. Appendicitis kind of takes priority over playing Pathfinder. But I was bummed because I was really excited to play the witch. I hate where the L is falling on this because it's making the center where the of is not work very well. But I have some ideas on how to fix that. I can actually just make knowledge a little bit bigger, slide it over and see how it looks. Don't love it though. I can also, yeah, stupid L. I can also just try adding the of to here, which I don't really like either, but I kind of think it's better in this case. Or let's keep this actually, just in case we like it. Make the left spoke of the, oh, so it's sandwiched. Maybe I'm not to the point of messing with individual character vectors just yet. That's I don't want to spend that much time on this. You like the 2 lines better than the sandwiched of? Yeah, I think so. And what I can also try, that's why I made 2 more, is I can also try if we do all caps to see how we feel. And change this down. It's kind of like a Stranger Things vibe now. You already got a sandwiched? Already have a sandwich? Where's my sandwich? There's my pizza. Hi, pizza. You don't want a pet right now? What's wrong, bud? You don't want pet, but you want me to pet you. You don't want me to pet you, but you do want me. Okay. Don't want pets. No, you do want pets. You know what you want, bud. Pizza does not know what he wants. Hi, Nicole, I miss you too. You know who else misses you? A sandwich. She told me. Sandwich wanted to be best friends with Nicole and put her face in her lap. They were very good when you were here. I was very proud of them. It's just because you're a natural born puppy whisperer. I kind of like the tone of being capital. That's messing me up. That's what it was. Could tell it was off. I kind of like it like this, but I'm worried that it's hard to read. Well, except Lacey, but you know, you can't win them all. She's just the exception to the rule. Hi, Chinner. How are you doing? Are you looking forward to your cosplay? And me too, Village, me too. Either way, I think we're good with one of these, so we can leave these, and now we can Toblerone of knowledge. I mean, it does look better. Like, legit. I think we can get it pretty accurate. I think it only depends on how much money you're willing to put into it, Chinner. And if you're willing to spend the money, I don't see any reason you can't get it accurate. Yeah, you might have to get waxed, that's true. But we're gonna get you dancer's leggings for your legs because that's what most cosplayers wear. And they're gonna smooth and lift and give you a nice flat flesh tone. So you're gonna be totally fine. You still might have to get waxed. I don't know. You're the one that said you didn't want to wear a corset body as the stomacher, so, which is totally up to you. But it would be flesh tone, so it would look fine. Village can send you probably the Vieira ears on Etsy. Do I have the link to that still? I found them. It's really easy to find them. They're just the best looking ones. They're $120 for very accurate Vieira ears. What do you have? You have brown ears. Yep, they have your color. And they can do mixed with pink. It looks like. Yep. And they do headbands and clip-ons, but you want the clippy ones because they'll work better with a wig. I'll send you the link. I wonder if they make wigs too, because they have a really good looking wig here. I don't think the hair will be hard at all. I don't know why you think that. Okay, well, I'm still sending you the link that I approve of just because this is the kind of person that I am. And I need you to know which is the pre-approved, the bun approved bun ears. But I don't think the wig will be hard at all because there's so many people that play Final Fantasy. But you can just find Final Fantasy wigs. I bet someone's making them. And regardless, there are people that do custom wigs. All you have to do, if you're okay spending the money, is find someone that does custom wigs and send them a picture. Like, it's that easy. It's just, it's hard if you want it to be cheap, you know? Yeah, aren't they so good? I want a pair as well. I want to get a pair of white and black ones. No, not really, because the way it will work is you'll basically pin the wig to your head. You'll get a lace front wig and you'll pin it to your head. And then if you get the wigs that come with the ears that come with the 2 wires, we'll cut it at the bottom and then they'll stick through the wig and we'll sew it to the wig so that you don't have to worry about it the day you're wearing it. But yeah, Root of all beers is right. If you want cheap, you want to do it yourself. But I've never made a wig. I've made some shitty wigs. I don't recommend it. But yeah, you'll basically get a foam head so we can put the wig on it, and we're going to end up attaching the ears to the wig, and then you'll put it all on with a lace front and you'll be fine. And then the boots will be easy to find online, I'm pretty sure, because thigh-high white boots is like a simple concept. And then the underwear should be easy. Leggings easy. The top is easy-ish, but we need to make the little, it's like got a little capelet thing, right? And then I'm supposed to be making logos and I'm just like working on cosplays. No, we're talking about making a full Vieira costume from Final Fantasy 14. I like your name, by the way, Root of all beers. I think if you're not super worried about money and you have some money set aside for this, then it's not going to be an issue, right? And I can make your little capelet thing. I can draw the mock-up. Are we changing this to a costume stream? Moobs is gonna kill me. He hates when I do this. He hates when I do this because then he has to edit it. Chinner, I need you to apologize to Moobs. Okay. So basically, you've got, there's some sort of little like cape thing, right? I don't know what it looks like. And then there's like the top and the underwear. This is just a bikini, a white bikini that you can buy anywhere. Then you've got white thigh-high stockings. You can buy those anywhere on Amazon, whatever. White thigh-high boots. These will be fine, but maybe expensive. But you want to look up places that sell things for drag queens. And then you've got the wig, which you need to get custom made. And the ears. I'm running out of room. There we go. The ears, which you'll get off Etsy. Shift gloves. Yeah, but we can modify an existing, basically you'll buy an existing bra and we'll modify it. If you want to be really accurate, you need boobs, which means you need a drag chest piece. But they make those, they're affordable. So you just buy a drag chest piece, and the way that works is you hide the seams up at the top with a necklace or something, and so it just looks like it's your chest. And no, you don't need to pay me for anything. Yeah, it's doable, but I think it's just up to you if you want to go to that length. I think it's more of, do you want to lean into like a slightly gender bent version of, you're like, I'm obviously a dude dressed as a girl, or do you want to go full drag? We can go shopping in West Hollywood. We've got it covered, Chiba. We can totally just go to West Hollywood. There are so many like drag shops. They're not cheap though. Vegas would have also been good though. Yes, I think you just need to decide, are you embracing that you're just yourself, but dressed as the best Annabelle version of yourself, or do you want to go full drag? Those are the two options. So, I think one has more room for like comedy if you want to like really have fun with it, but it's like, I think it's more about your comfort level at that point. I don't think it has anything to do with anything else. So it's more about your comfort level. If it were me, hold on, sorry moves. If it were me, I would make, and I mean me as even a girl, even if I was in shape, this is what I would make. I would make a corset body, which is what you wear under a lot of costumes, and it's also what Playboy bunnies wear. I would add fake straps to it. I would sew on white fabric here, and I would sew on white fabric at the bottom, and then this middle part would be flesh tone fabric, so that it's really like a bodysuit, but it would make me feel confident because I'd have that perfect hourglass like Playboy bunny look. And then I would still wear the dancer's leggings underneath with other leggings over top that I'd probably use tape to hold in place, or I would stitch them to the leggings ever so subtly. Yeah, buy fake boobs for I mean, you can always just resell them on like eBay for a little bit cheaper, or start your life as a drag performer. What would your drag name be, Chinner? Should I change this from Toblerone before I forget and I'm like, look what I made. So the reason I like this one is that it has no room in between the letters, but I find the other one a little bit easier to read. And I think I can just shorten these two letters a little bit. So let's just try it and see how we feel about it. Nope, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I want to convert to a shape. Oops. Let's see if this looks okay. It might not, but because I'm not really like a logo person, I don't always know how to do this right. Need to get a guide so I know if these are even. I don't want to make the D&E shorter, so let's take the L back up. See how that looks. I think that's workable. I think I need to move this back up just a smidge as it's feeling a little cramped. Make sure it's all I'm gonna convert this to a shape as well so that when I'm trying to center them, we know that it's centering. Okay. Still think the tome of can just be a little bit smaller. Those are two options. The good news is we can keep working on it without making that decision right now, because we're gonna work on the book. Let's see, what's your drag name is Samantha Sexy. Your drag name would be Chest Titties. Amazing. I would do, if my drag name, okay, well, I wouldn't want to do female to male drag. I don't know that I have the desire to be a drag king. Maybe if I had a good concept, I think it could be fun. But if I were going to be a drag queen, I would want to do like, I don't know, something bunny related. Although we've already got Lady Bunny, so I couldn't do that. If I was doing female to male, I'd have to go with Joe something, but I don't know what. I'd be like, you know, Lady Gaga's like male persona. I feel like that would be my drag persona with like a little bit more of like a Southern Elvis vibe. Joe Mama. But it'd be Joe with an E if it was for drag. How you tell the difference. Or something that's like a Greek joke, like Nick. So many dudes named Greek dudes named Nick. Chest Titties is pretty good. One Night Stand, it's pretty good. I love, one of my favorite drag names that I didn't get at first is she was in RuPaul, Courtney Act, because she's Australian, and if you say that name with an Australian accent, it's Courtney Act. So it's like caught in the act, and it's such a good name. It's so good, but it's like totally lost on like American audiences, I feel like. Courtney Act. She's really great. She was also in American Idol. She was like, did really well. Gingivitis with a big red wig. It's too good. It's too good. That's really, really good. Definitely like not funny enough to be a drag queen, if that makes sense. Not funny enough, not fish enough, not flamboyant enough. Is there such a thing as a lazy drag queen? That's what I want to be. It'd be Samuel Chin. Yeah. It's a good one. Trying to think what Max's drag name. All I can think of though is we've been watching that show The Great, and there's a kid in it named Maximus, and he's like really full of himself, and he'll do something and they'll be like, oh, that's so Maximesque. It cracks me up every time. Rhonda, Montana. Oh my gosh, it makes me think of like Hannah Montana. That'd be Hannah Montana would just be my drag personality. I'm just gonna be Hannah Montana and call it a day. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is give myself a guide. Guides. New guide. That wasn't what I meant. New guide layout is what I want so that I can get it nice and centered. We don't need margins. I'm just looking for some center guides, and then make sure this is centered. And this. And we can draw our tone. She'll be coming around the mountain. Doesn't the character in that song have a song? Or doesn't the character in the song have a name? Something Susanna? Am I crazy? But you could do a lot of puns with the riding 6 white horses. You do a lot of puns with that one. I don't know. I found a version of that song that is not the one I'm used to. They must have remade it for something. Oh, the original song was a plantation hymn that refers to the second coming of Christ and subsequent rapture. So that's fun. Samuel. I need to close all these cosplay tabs I have open. I'm of two minds about this logo too. I'm like, do I want to draw the book like more realistic? Because this is just like a logo that we're using for like web and print, but not for like, it doesn't have to be flat like a normal logo. We could have a little more fun with it. So should I paint the book and make it look like pretty? Or should I keep it like really simple? I don't know. Anyways, let's draw this book. I kind of want to keep it flat, I think, underneath this, and then we can draw some other element around it to make it look really cool. Oops, I think that was the layer I needed. So let's see. We're going to turn this back on. Just gonna get that going, so I only have to draw it once. And actually, I don't need this. I'm just gonna duplicate it. We needed it for like the test, but Anita Dinkins, Susie Durkins. If Chastities is my drag queen name, then Vitamin D Bag would be my drag king name. And I embrace my inner St. Louisiana. Why is it vitamin D bag? Like, I get the D bag part. What's the vitamin part? I always think that makes the best drag queen or drag king names is embracing the thing about yourself that is like unique. Like, I love Trixie Mattel because Trixie was like, I love Barbie dolls. I'm embracing Barbie dolls, you know? It doesn't have to make sense. Some other good ones. It's why Katya's works too. Katya just embraced the like Russian hooker vibe. Proteina shakes. Proteina is a really good drag queen name. And Shakes is a great last name too, because you could do like you could like shake your butt. That could be the whole thing. Just found my drag name. I love it. I love it so much. It's so good. Oops. There's one book. Let's try another. I was thinking maybe we can try the more open one. Hello? Dogs are making weird noises. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Am I Australian? No. Who's Australian? No one in this chat is Australian to my knowledge, unless Nina's here. Nina's Australian. Root, your name is making me want a root beer float so badly. Just want you to know that. I hope you're happy with yourself. That's all I gotta say. You thought up an Australian drag king name? Chester Down Under. Post Malone bought the One Ring card from the Lord of the Ring magic set off a guy for 2.6 million. Holy! I know Max and Deja were joking about like trying to get that card. They were gonna buy a pack. I don't think they ended up doing it. I just know that they both wanted to. Uh-oh. Did do that. I do that. That's what I did. One to mate. I love that y'all are just thinking up a million of these names. You better trademark them. I'm just saying. Someone's gonna steal them. And then what? Sandwich, are you okay over there? She's like, just keeps moving around. I don't know what her deal is. She like flops and shakes every few seconds. I guess she just can't get comfortable, but. Let's get those up there. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Trying to think if I have any other ideas I want to try. I think I just need a simplified version. And I think we could add a little more space between it and the logo. So let's try just drawing a more simplified version over top and see how we feel. Oh my gosh. Can I call you root beer for short? Is that okay? Or is root better? Which do you prefer? Root is fine. Okay, cool. Hoping we'll be back to it with some character art next week. As fun as this is, y'all know my heart is in the character art for real. Stuff's fun, but it's not really my favorite. So my two ideas for like what to do at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and hide the others because I don't think I'm into them. I can find the right group. My idea at this point is then to add some like magical elements to it. So I have a couple of different ideas for that. Destructor, hello, first time chat. Mexican Spice Girl drag queen taco seasoning. Oh my gosh. I feel like you need to reverse it so it's something taco, since taco can be a euphemism. So what about spicy taco? I'll be right back, everyone. I just need to get some water, and I don't see Max around to ask him to get some, so I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. If you want magical, just throw a bunch of sparkly prompts into an AI image generator. It would work, but I don't really believe in using AI in that way. The only way I would use it in that way would be if the AI was only running the algorithm off of my own artwork, but I don't think I have enough of an artwork catalog to have a functioning AI run off of just my artwork. Otherwise, it's going to spit out something that is inspired and stolen by, inspired / stolen, because in some cases not stolen, but in most stolen from other artists, and I wouldn't want my work to be created that way. You gotta go with nacho fishy taco. The only problem is that fish is a good thing if you're a drag queen. So you wouldn't want to be a nacho fishy taco. You'd want to be some sort of like fake fish taco. Like, you know, but fish is a good term. Fish means, if you're fish, it means you're a serving woman. It means your makeup is so good that you look almost like a woman, or you pass as a woman completely. That's what fish means. But if you're like going for the avant-garde sort of like dumpster fire look of a drag queen, then that could be a good name. If you're embracing the mess and the comedy, so to speak. Okay, so let's add some magical stuff and then we'll go over the lines a little bit. So I was thinking one thing we can do is just adding some sort of like little magical like lights, but I think that's kind of like, I feel like we could do better So I have this other idea, but I'm not sure how to do it. Yeah, I didn't get to go any shows either, Chiba, because we were there and we had fun, but we didn't have a lot of time and money. And then we also had a group that I wasn't sure would like the same shows that I like, so I didn't go to any. But I think when I go back, I'm either gonna try to like really splurge and see Dita Von Teese, which, oh my gosh, y'all, I had to explain. Village didn't know who Dita Von Teese was, and it broke my heart. But I'm gonna try and make her go to a show with me. The other show I really want to see is Absinthe. And then I'd also like to see if they have the RuPaul show going on. I'd love to see some of the RuPaul queens. So my two things that I would love to see when I go back to Vegas are burlesque, or drag queens, or a little of both. Why not both? I'm looking up her tickets right now to see if she's in Vegas still. I love Dita. We should draw Dita as a D&D character next time. Like a total burlesque dominatrix D&D sorcerer. Okay, so her Glaminatrix tour is still going for 2023. Orpheum Theater, Los Angeles. That's a thing. I should see how much they cost. And then let's see if there's any in Vegas this year. I think not. Unless you want to go to like somewhere really random to see her, but I don't think I could afford the flight. But then let's see about her in Vegas, because I know she does shows in Vegas too. They're just not part of her tour. Dita Von Teese is amazing. I love her. Oh, she performs at the Horseshoe, which is part of Caesars. Let's see. Find tickets. I feel like this site is gonna steal all my info or something. It's being so shady. Oh, it wants me to go through Ticketmaster. I hate Ticketmaster. Car Colette, hello. Hopefully I said that right. At the Horseshoe, yeah. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. We're just taking a little break from logo design to talk about Dita Von Teese for some reason. Because I have problems. October and November, and she'll be there in December. Oh, we could go for my birthday. I bet Vexus would like to go see Dita too. It seems like right up his alley. Yeah, there's a whole bunch scheduled, so it looks like she's doing her tour and the show alternating, so yeah, Vexus would love that. Anyways, that's something we could look into. I was thinking about if I had free time around my birthday of doing something, but maybe this is what I do. Let's see how much the tickets are. I bet it's way more than I can afford. Oh, there's plenty of dates in 2024 too, but let's look for this year. They're not expensive at all if you go to the one in Vegas. Her show's more expensive. But the ones in Vegas are like $60. Let's see what the front row seats are. $189 for the table seats. Huh. I mean, I feel like it'd be worth it. Something to consider. Okay, back to drawing this book. So here's the idea I had. I was thinking, what if we do a more like D&D style magic? And less, basically I was thinking, what if we do like, this is like tome of knowledge. It's like magic a wizard would do, right? So I was like, what's really like wizard-y? So I was thinking, where's my shape tool? I don't remember where the shape tool lives. A braid just broke. Where's the shape tool? There it is. So I was thinking we could do kind of this like summoning circle kind of vibe, because I like circular logos anyways. Let's do like 3 on that and nothing on that. That through. Do 5. So I was thinking we could do something like this. We could do like do this correctly, but we'll get there. There's probably better ways to math this out. And then we would need like a triangle. We can do another circle. Root, you're still going. Oh my god. 189 for a table. No, it's 189 for a seat at a table. To be 189 each, but the table is like the front row is tables, if that makes sense. You have to buy a table seat to be in the front row, but I feel like that would be more fun. I feel like it'd be worth the extra money, honestly, to do that, because if you're going to a burlesque show, you want to be able to see it, you know what I mean? Otherwise, what's the point? We're just gonna like do this really quick because I don't want to math it out. And then we can, if we like it, we can always fix it. So something like that. And then I could put like little runes in there somewhere. I feel like these should be a little bit like more outside of this, maybe. Should be smaller, but outside. You have to like math it all out. Anyways, so what if we had this cool design? Let's just throw a quick we'll do like some symbols, you know, just to get the vibe across. And then what we do is we throw all this into one folder so we can mask it out, and then we just mask it out a little bit behind here, so it looks like it's behind. That's basically what we would end up with, is something like this. I'd have to do a little bit more alignment, and I think we could easily bring it up a little bit. That's kind of cool. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you like this kind of thing better, or like this kind of thing? This is obviously easier and simpler, but this feels more like cool, and I feel like if I really illustrate it out, we could put it like on a t-shirt or something too, which would be really fun. You're gonna keep going. Wait, you're trying to find me a name? I thought you were trying to find yourself a name, Root. Who, or for Village, who are we trying to find a name? Because mine needs to be a joke on being like Greek or artsy, if we're gonna think of one for me, or bunnies, because everybody knows I love bunnies. You like the math magic? Yeah, I think I like it too. Pentagrams, summoning circles, and all that. I agree. I think it's better. I just need to play around with it a little bit to get the math looking right. That's gonna be the hard part. So, and I might have to do that off stream because just thinking about it is giving me a headache. I'll be honest with you. But I do think that could be really cool. And then the only other thing I have to decide is, do we want to do something where I color in and like make the book like more artsy? I could have like a simple version of this, and then I could have like a painterly version that's like really pretty, so that we could put it like on a t-shirt and it would actually like look really cool. I don't know, baklava. Okay, it has to be a play on baklava now. That's too good. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do this as like an illustrated logo or if I want to do it as like a vector-based logo. Or both, I guess. Baklaver? You're my baklaver. What's, because you're trying to do a thing with like Burke, right? Now all I can think of is naming yourself like Bert Lavar. It doesn't really work. But it could be like something baklava. So it could be like Bunny Baklava, Bun Baklava, Bunny Baklava, Bruce Baklava, Bobby Baklava, Bruno Baklava. So stupid. I don't know, whichever you guys think is more fun, because I'm not really going to do it. So it really doesn't matter. I'm far too lazy for that. I don't know why, but when I Googled the word tome, a big chunk of cheese came up in one of the pictures, and it's making me so hungry. Should we just keep working on this so I can get it done? Burkunty chill. Let's see, I think we could do... No, I don't think I can math out these circles on stream. I think it'll give me a headache. How would I do these circles? What's the easiest way to do it? I think I know, but I don't want to do it. It involves a lot more in between steps. Let's just start on it. And if I get fed up, we can always take a break. So we're going to keep this one as our guide. We're going to start over. So we need outer circle, right? Actually, we can just use the same lines around. Let's do that. Let's just duplicate this. Layer mask. Hide this one. Going to remove those. I need a new triangle made the right way. So it needs to be the easiest way to do this would be to make a... the easiest way to make a triangle. Fuck, this is hard. Math is not my strong suit, you guys. But I have a plan. Okay, first we're gonna make a line. And we're gonna make the line exactly 100 pixels? No? How do I do this? Help! Shape. There's an easier way to do this, I just remembered. Thanks, Photoshop. We would like 3 sides, and we would like it to be symmetric. And we don't need it to be a star. Wait, what? 100%. And yeah. Haha, I did it. I did a triangle. Okay. Oops. I did a triangle. So stupid. Thanks, Chiva. I was like, I know there's a way to do this via Photoshop so I don't have to do it myself. I know it to be so. So once we get the triangle, then it becomes easier because all I have to do is center it to the circle and line it up with circle itself. And then we can use that to place our smaller circles. We can offset them too. Not enough. Let's make these or make sure these are perfectly lined up. We can do this. That looks pretty close. I'm gonna be honest. What do you guys think? Hi, Yup. How are you doing? What's your drag queen name, Yup? Chat wants to know. Let's turn our logo back on just to see how we feel about this general shape. I think it's too big. So let's see if we like it smaller. So I want to try real quick, just seeing how it would look with 2 on the bottom. I don't think that works as well. So let's go back. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay. Now we can hide our logo again for now. And I think I'm going to make that inner circle a little bit thicker. And then I think I'll do away with the inner circle. No, actually, I'm going to make it just way small. I think that's what I want. So we want something like this, I think. Yes, I think that looks better because it's gonna be so small. You haven't Sophie Everest, I love it. But you haven't thought about it much. I only just have an amazing name just off the cuff. Chiba, what was yours? I forgot. What was your drag queen name? We still need to think of a good one for Max too. Something to do with Maximus or Maximesk. Or what if it's just Maximus with 3 X's? No. He won't like that one. I think of a really good one, like a real one, not like it can't just be dirty for dirty's sake. It has to be like a good pun or something. What's a good word for your package? Like Maximus package, but like a better word. Maximus Haven't thought of one. What would be your vibe, Chiba, if you're a drag queen? What would be your vibe? Would you go for like a southern vibe? Would you go for like a maybe like a sexy lumberjack vibe? Or would you go for like something nerdy or something cutesy, like Pikachu vibes? Pompeii addiction. Eileen Thickums. I just love the word Thickums. Thickums. You guys are killing me. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this. Nope, not that. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this back because I don't think there's any point in drawing extra details on this thing. Where's I'm gonna see. So now we can go in and add some like detail work, like some runes and things. So I always like when it's kind of like the individual, like there'll be like lines inside. Maybe, and then we can like cut it. We need like some sigils for like these maybe. Or should we stick with more traditional looking runes? Let's try some more traditional looking runes. Let me just look up some runes. I don't know what runes look like. Biggest Dickus. Thickums is my favorite. Ridiculous. Yeah, we're not looking for a porn name. There is a difference. There's a difference. I don't know if are there official D&D rooms? Because I don't want to use something that I'm not legally allowed to use. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I think I better just make them up to be safe. For Draconian and Dwarvish and stuff from Wizards of the Coast. Yeah, I don't know that I want to use them in a logo. That might not be. You guys are allowed to use them. I don't know if we're allowed to use them. So it's a little different, right? So I'm just gonna make some up. I'm basing these off of some Elven ones I found online, but they're different enough. Less allowed and more required, but yeah, I got it. I'm just trying to decide if I want to put symbols in the centers of these where they overlap, but I don't know that I need to. They could be like simple, like fire, water, earth or something, right? I'm trying to think what comes in threes that we could represent. Ooh, we need a symbol for Moobs, VS, and Max. So we're gonna do like an M for Max, and then we need a V for VS, and then we need something for Moobs. It'll be another M. Double O's, yeah. We could do like that. Did it out loud? It doesn't sound loud to me. Let me fix it. Sorry about that. How's that? Is that better, or does it still need to be quieter? Sounds better. Yeah, it's because it's a playlist that Max put together, and like we don't really have control over the individual songs' sounds, right? Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I'll make these other runes smaller, actually. Oops. And I'll do some more of those, like the original thing I started to do, which I actually kind of like. So let's see if we can make some of these smaller. And we'll just like put them around. Ooh, or we could put them in the circles too. Really just there for like texture anyways, you know? Not gonna be super visible. Excuse me. Oh, that's much better with the music. Okay, good. Did not mean to like blow anybody's eardrums out. I promise. Lost my. You ever like you know a hotkey by heart and then you like just randomly forget it, and then because you forgot it, it becomes like even harder to remember? There it is. You only use muscle memory. It's like, it kills me because when I'm trying to teach people Photoshop, because I'm like, and then you press, the thing. Just kills me. Just kills me. I think I want to make the triangle a little bigger. Let's see how I feel about this. What I end up doing is being a little more picky about where these get kind of like faded out. That way it doesn't really create any weird lines where I don't want them. Oops. You have it where you forget and then you refuse to look it up, hoping you'll eventually remember. Oh no. Yeah, I know. I get that feeling though. So the cool thing I'm thinking for this is we could do sort of like a multicolor thing for the magic, and then we could like have it glowing like a little bit around the words. So let's, I don't know, let's just keep going. I'm feeling okay. So let's just keep going. I still want to add like some extra like runes or script maybe around like the outside where it's like this, but I just don't know if it needs it or not. So I do think that looks nice though. So maybe I'll have to think up some tiny runes to go there. Let's just try it. Let's just try to make up runes. And because we can duplicate them so they can be like the same thing. So we'll do a lightning bolt, and then we'll do a circle-y thing, and then we'll do an X thing, and we'll do kind of like an E thing, and then we'll do a cross thing, and a snake, and a burb, and some teeth, and a rock, and a sun, and a knife. What do we think? I'll have to draw them a little more delicately, but I think when you're like zoomed all the way out, those work fine. What do we think? What do we think? These need to be, these ones over here got a little out of hand. This one just needs to like go up a little bit. Yeah, I think it's fine. They're not perfect, but that's a bunny. You're a bunny. Because then we just take this and we go, oh hey, more runes over on this side. Hey, how'd those get there? Cool. And then we do it again. Hey, look at that. So good at making up runes, you guys. Ta-da! Oh, they need to be on the outsides too. Almost there. Yay, runes. So good at runes. Yay. I think I'm gonna make the word knowledge just a little bit more smaller. Where'd that go? There it is. No, it isn't. Where is it? Low? Actually, I forgot. These are vector shapes, so it's really easy to just move them around. Yeah, okay, sweet. Look at that. Did I do that with these two? I sure did. Let's move this over one. It's making me claustrophobic to look at that. Hi, Timber Boy! We're making a logo thingy for fun and stuff. Yay! Okay. What size is this? Let's see what size this is, because we need to make this print friendly. So this is 8.5 by 11 inches. That's probably big enough for what we need it for, but let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's make it 20 inches height. Just to be safe. And then we're gonna take our logo here. We're gonna, oops, nope. Eh? Why is it being weird? We don't need that. We don't need the Annabelle drawing. We don't need that. Hello, Aiden's Archive. Hello, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. We're just drawing, I don't know, we're making a logo for our podcast show. And we're just, I don't know, we're just having fun with it. So, there you have it. Okay, so we've got the text. That can be its own layer still. So let's move that out of this. And then this is basically our sketch that we're going to go over. So we can make that a lot lighter. And then we're going to start going over the lines. And first we're going to go over the book. I'm going to make the lines a little bit thicker on the book. Oh, thanks. Tome of Knowledge is the name of our D&D podcast. We actually live stream the podcast on Twitch on Mondays at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And we play D&D on Fridays, but then Monday is our day to sort of like talk about the rules, talk about how we like to play the game. I'm usually not on it because I do the art streams on Tuesdays, but Max, who is the DM, and two of our players, Virtual Spectre and Moves Like Jagger, they're both going to be on the podcast episode on Tome of Knowledge, and they usually just talk about whatever. They do, sometimes they'll ask the chat what the chat wants to talk about, and sometimes they'll just talk about like if there's a new UA, or they'll talk about like homebrews, or they'll talk about like digital versus analog, like just different things about D&D. Just depends what they feel like talking about. Yeah. And then you can also listen to it anywhere that you can find podcasts too. And then I think there are other places you can watch the episode too if you want to watch the video. Actually want to do something with this side. I want to do one page curled up on the side so it's not perfectly symmetrical. We're gonna put on smoothing for this. Yay, let's bump that smoothing way up. Smoothing is our friend. Max is doing weird dances in the hallway. Why are you sad now? Oh, you're just thoughtful? You didn't think it was a weird dance? You did think it was a weird dance. Okay. You need to bump your what a Maxim mess. That's what you said. Yes, that's what Chiva said. We're trying to think of your drag name. What would your drag name be if you're a drag queen? Max something, Maximum, Maximus.
Maximus.
Maximus. I already mentioned that from the show. What if your Maximus is your normal name, but then your drag name is Maximam? No, you don't like it. Already told chat to go watch the show The Great because it's great. Thank you so much for the follow, Aiden's Archive. Thank you. Definitely, yeah, definitely. If you want to hear some people talk about D&D, tune in for Tome of Knowledge. It's really fun. And if you like D&D art, I am always here on, not always, but I try to always be here on Tuesdays where we do art. Whoever invented the smoothing tool is a saint. That's all I gotta say. Don't usually use it when I'm doing more illustrative work because I kind of like my lines to be a little bit messy to show that they're hand drawn, I guess. But for stuff like this, oh my gosh, it's so much better. Fluxhorn, thank you so much for the follow. Yay! Thank you so much, friends. I just love when we get new people showing up for the art stream. It always makes me feel so good. One of the summer eidolons in Pathfinder is an angel. What's an eidolon? Is it like a familiar or something? You consider playing like a strung out ne'er-do-well who keeps getting visited by this angel to turn his life around, but it might be too serious for a first play. I do like the idea, and I think that if you didn't want it to be serious, there's a lot of ways that you could play it to where it's not serious. Okay, this is really stupid. Okay, y'all, just bear with me. This is really stupid. There was this show in like the 2000s, like the early 2000s. And the whole premise of the show is that there were these two dudes and they were best friends. And one of them found a cheeseburger under the bed that had been there for like years. And the other one dared him to eat it or something. And so then he ate it and then he died. And then he became an angel and he hung out with his best friend in the real world. And I feel like with what you just described, there's something there. Like, he wants to help his friend out, so he comes back as an angel to hang out with his friend and like make sure he stays on the right path. But his friend's just like maybe not that smart, and he's kind of lived a hard life, so it's just like his instincts are not always the best. And then his angel friend has to like help them, but like they're bros, you know? I just feel like you could do something like that. Is that stupid? Yes. Do I love it? Yes. I don't remember what that show was called, but it was really dumb. And I really liked it. I thought it was funny. Because he ate a cheeseburger. It's just like the silliest premise. That's pretty good. Teen Angel! Oh my god. Thank you so much, Fluxform. Why do I remember this? I don't even think I saw like, I'm not even sure it ran for a full season because it wasn't good, but I remember it very clearly. So funny. Okay, we're gonna turn smoothing back down a little bit, just a little bit. So we don't need it to be so intense now that we're not doing such large lines. I do wonder if the Tome of Knowledge part could come down a little. I don't think so, because I think I'll add like some glowiness to it when I do like the more distorted. Well, let's just try it. Let's just try it. Yeah, that might be better. Or is it better if the book just goes up? Because then we could reveal a little bit more of the magic underneath. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. So let's go in and erase some more of the sides. Actually, let's not erase. Never work destructively when you have something that you could change your mind. Let's just mask them out. Marsha Brady was the mom? Oh, Marsha. I have to look this up real quick. I'm like losing my mind about it. It would help if I could type. Jill, I didn't want to do camera today because I was so exhausted, but I really wish y'all could see my face right now and how happy I am. I'm just so happy. Gosh, the guys look like total dorks too. Look at that fashion. Look at those haircuts. How many episodes were there? Let's look. I think they tried to put, it was in 97. I think they tried to put it on air when like Sabrina the Teenage Witch was really special. So they were like, what other like mystical characters can we make a teen version of? They did 17 episodes. Wow. You had completely forgotten about this. I'm so glad that I could be the one to remind you all of it. What is her name? Maureen McCormack. She was in the Brady Bunch from 69 to 74. I love it so much. Shepherd Book is in there and he plays God's cousin Rod. I forgot about that. Oh, I love him. He's a great actor. How funny. Okay, let's finish masking this out here. And now we can start working on some of the other lines. Let's go ahead and we don't need that other book layer. So I'm gonna hide that now. And now we're gonna start working on the lines for this. We're not gonna draw the circle lines because I don't want to draw circles. We're actually gonna just use the same ones and I'm just gonna draw over them a little bit. So let's go and grab those. We're just gonna duplicate them to be safe so we have two different versions that we're working with. Just making sure, okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and mask these out. Again, a little more carefully this time, because last time we just did kind of a quick and dirty version. I mask them out more, but we're just doing a quick first pass. Let's see how we feel about it. Okay. And now we're gonna do sandwich. Don't be a butthead. And now we're gonna go in and draw some of this stuff. So Quickie Dirty may be your drag name. When we played our goblin one shot, how did we pick the names? I don't know. I just remember I had the idea of her being a little goblin with a big mushroom hat. And I was like, what if she's a spore druid raised by mushrooms? And then I was like, what's her name? And then I thought Mush is her name. And that's like, what's her last name? It has to also start with an M. And I just started making noises and I said Mushmunga because I wanted a name that she could yell as a battle cry. That's it. That's the thought process. Nothing fancier than me just saying dumb noises until something sounds good. I love Mushmunga. I've now played her in 2 games because I played her in another one shot. I want to play her again because she's probably my favorite character to play because she's just so much fun. Hi Polka Niner, welcome. Hello. I should do some art of her. So the problem is I really wanted to do like really good art of her, but then I did a little like crappy sketch of her and I was like, the crappy sketch is perfect. There's no reason to do better art of her because the crappy sketch perfectly embodies here. I'll show you all for those that don't know what I'm talking about. But the crappy sketch perfectly embodied who and what she is. I can't remember if I did it or if Village did it, to be honest. But this is the crappy sketch of Mushmugga. But then it's like, once I saw it, it was like, there was no reason to do anything else because it's perfect. It's just perfect. It's her. That is her. Oh, she was fun to play. Oh, sorry, my Photoshop had a little heart attack there or something. Yeah, she was so much fun to play, and she just kind of talked like a little crackhead. I don't know. She was just like, yeah, Mushmugga, yeah. I played her in the Goblin one-shot where she basically, I don't remember how I met up with the other goblins. We were just like already together, I guess. Anyways, I just remember there was one part in combat where the DM was like, okay, what do you do? Because I had to go first, and I panicked because I didn't want to go first. So I just said, I lick the floor. I don't know. She's one of those, like, do you ever play a character that you feel like they just come out of you fully formed and you're just able to play them and you don't know where it came from? And you're like, this isn't even me at this point. This is just this character that I am somehow releasing into the world. I feel like that was Mushmugga. I have no control over her. She just happens. I love her. And then I played her in another one shot because I wanted to play, but I didn't have time to make a character. So I just asked if I could use a character I already had. And they said yes. So I used Mushmugga. And I decided that since the group had already been playing and I was just there briefly, it should be like she's like a traveling shop that they could buy stuff from. But then I was like, but it's Mushmugga, she's not gonna have anything useful. So I just randomly rolled up a bunch of random ass items and like looked at things around my room and basically gave her a pile of trash that she could sell. And then I decided, well, she was raised by mushrooms. She has no concept of money. So then I decided that she would only trade. And I decided, but she doesn't want anything valuable, so she's only going to trade for random stuff that they're not going to want anyways. So like one of the things she ended up trading was for a song. They had to sing her a song, just like the bard singer like a song, and she was like really happy about it. And it was not like a very good song because they had to do it on like the spur of the moment. Yeah, so she basically like gave trash and only wanted trash in return. They did not know what to make of her. It was very fun. I had a lot of fun playing her. I definitely recommend playing a character like that at least once in your D&D career. But I think the trick to it is to make them a real person. They're not just there for laughs. Like you have to actually think about what that character's like wants and needs and goals are. Otherwise, I don't feel like you're really playing the game. It feels like then you're just trying to get laughs. And that's, I don't think it's as good of a character to do that. So that can be fun if everybody in the game's in it for that. But for me, it's always more fun to do a little more thought about it. Okay, so we've got the lines. I'm trying to decide if I want to draw over them by hand. I think I actually do, so that the line consistency is kind of the same. So let's do it. I don't want to do it, but we're gonna do it. And the good thing is this will let me draw them in and fade them out exactly how I want to. Certain areas. This is the one I don't want to do, is these big circle ones. That's okay, because these are runes. They would be like hand drawn, right? Or this is like a summoning circle. You have to hand draw it. So we're just gonna see how this looks. If it doesn't look good, we can always go back. Hit the like eraser button. That's actually not. I'm gonna leave it. Okay. This is stressful. Okay. Almost done. Did I get all the lines I really wanted in here? I think so. Let's add this one in just in case we want to keep those, and we can mask them out. Okay, now we hide the sketch and we're going to go in and mask out some of the edges of these just to make them look a little bit lighter. And then we're going to throw some color on it and we might call it a night. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. Kind of having fun. Kind of like more into this than I was expecting to be. I don't actually like working on logos. I'm curious if any other artists are here that feel similarly. I find them really difficult and stressful. I'm not always as creative in the ways that I like to be creative. It's the one like graphic design task I'm not really into. I like doing things like layout just fine. Obviously, I love UI UX. Just basically masking these out because I want it to look a little just like faded in areas. Yeah, I think this would be really cool as a shirt. I need to figure out how I'm gonna do that because there's some of these lines are not like perfect. But we'll have to get the tester, see how it looks. I think I can do some Photoshop filter work to make sure that it'll print properly too. But yeah, we always like to do some limited like merch runs for y'all, just if anybody wants to support the show but doesn't really want to do it through Twitch. We always think it's a good option to give people like different ways to support the show so they can do what's like good for them, you know. And then we like to buy the shirts too, so we mostly just do it for us. Like, if I'm being honest, because we think it's really fun. I'm going through, so you can see I'm going through and erasing some of the lines where they would be close to the book. And that's just so that I can make sure that the book really stands out, because we don't want that to get lost with the other illustration. I'm gonna kind of go in over this straight line here, because I think it kind of creates too much of a weird shape if we leave the full thing in. So let's see how we feel about this. The only thing is I think some of these runes need moved. That's not too hard to do. I just felt like that circular shape was getting lost. So that's what I'm doing is I'm going in and moving them all just a little bit to make sure that we're not losing that. Just need to move out just a tiny bit. Let's see how that looks. Okay, it still needs some work, but that's like a really good start. And then I'll show you all what I was thinking for the colors, because I kind of just want to keep it simple. So let's just do like a quick mock-up. And then I think what I want to do for the shirt is I want to illustrate out like the book to be more illustrated, but we'll see. We'll see how this looks. So what I'm going to do, we're going to use this gradient tool. I'm going to find a really fun gradient to start with. It's too pastel. But imagine it on dark shirt. Yes. It still needs some work. There's some cleanup work to be done, I think. But I think it's really fun. I'm gonna go in and get rid of some of these just to make sure that it's still really readable. So we're just gonna go in, simplify some things here and there. That's feeling really fun. We do that central line, actually. I think it's just distracting. What do we think? It needs a little bit of cleanup still, but I think that's good enough for tonight. I'm gonna get some feedback from like Max and Moobs and stuff and play with the colors a little bit. I think I should do a gradient overlay instead so it's easier for me to edit. That. We'll add a gradient overlay. Remember when I said I was going to be done and then I just like kept working on it? Yeah, that looks way better. Then we want to adjust the angle. I kind of want to add in a little bit more of like a reddish tone, perhaps. No, I don't like that. purple's better. I will say the only bad thing about this is these colors are really hard to get printed properly. So I might have to adjust them when we get like a print version. But I can try it and see. We can try some different versions. Like it's pretty easy to like just do a hue shift and see what we like. You can see we can do some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I think this is really cool for now. And then I'll probably work on the might try the more illustrated version just to see if I like it. But we can do that next time. So, thank you, Flexhorn. Excuse me, I almost started coughing. So I'm gonna call it for tonight because I am exhausted. It's been a long day. Let's see if our good friend Moobs. Oh, he's playing Dredge. So we're gonna go and raid our fellow castmate for Casters and Cantrips, Moobs Like Jagger, who's streaming over with the GGN crew tonight, playing some Dredge. Thank you everyone for hanging out and keeping me company. I really didn't want to stream tonight. I was kind of dreading it, and then I did it, and you guys kept me company, and I had a blast, and that is all thanks to you all. So thank you so much. And if you want to come back and watch us play D&D, we will be here on Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I think we're going to a pirate island, so that's gonna be awesome. And yeah, let's go raid Moobs and spam some emotes in his channel. Bye.